Hey, my name is Kristen DeBenko, and I'm a senior product manager in the foundations group at GitLab. This is our 15.1 kickoff, and I'm going to go through the themes. So for design system, our pajamas migration effort is ongoing. We have shared OKRs. Our team is going to unblock that migration effort with discovery issues again in this, this release and the rest of the quarter. So we have linked here our own team's goals for getting 5 discovery issues done over the next quarter. These may shift and change based on how many we find. But our ultimate goal is to populate that backlog with 200. And then we also have an awesome accessibility audit happening for individual components. You can see here in 15.1, we'll be going through token, filter, and search. Jeremy will be looking at those from an accessibility side, and then we'll try to incorporate what he finds into the component migration, so we'll have better UI components and more accessible components. So that's theme 1. Theme 2 is to make 3 competing alternatives to the top hamburger menu. So for this one, we've got an issue open here where Austin is going to take everything he's learned from UX research, reading up on the last discovery that's been done, all the designs that have been recently done, and he's going to come up with 3 ideas for that top menu. Right now, we've heard feedback that it can be confusing, that it seems a lot like left nav, or people don't really know what these things are, or when to use this search versus this search. So he has some ideas on how to streamline that. And during this release, he's going to design them and then test them with users. So we'll get some good insight before the kickoff for 15.2 in terms of which of those designs it ends up being the ones that users like or that we decide to go forward with. So that's number 2. And then number 3, for this one, this builds on the second theme. So whereas that was a short-term plan for getting navigation up and running and getting some changes made to it, we also have the goal of creating a long-term vision around navigation. So during 15.1, we'll craft the roadmap for the next 3 releases, which we already have a draft for below, which would involve designing, figuring out how to track, and then shipping the design by 15.3. But at the same time, we'll try to start crafting that long-term vision. Like, what does navigation look like in the next year, in the next 2 years? Where do we want to go with it? And even if it's not a mature update, like we're not completely done, it's still kind of in draft state, at least we'll have something that we can kind of organize around and understand the vision for navigation. So that's the 3rd theme, which is really just to get that, get on the same page with direction and get aligned around where we're really going with it. So those are the 3 themes. We also have lots of UXR still going on. There's still a really long user study, and also some great, we're going through SUS and PNPS feedback, looking for a lot of different navigational themes from our users. And there's lots of other things in flight, but those are the core things that we're doing in this release.